Welcome back. Today we are discussing the criminal justice system. I am Ufuma Odebala. The system comprises of several stakeholders, such as the accused. Obviously, without an alleged accused, there will be no criminal justice system. Accused is a person alleged to have committed a crime. Then we have the law that forms the basis of the crime at issue. You have the court trying the case. You have the defense lawyers and the prosecution. You obviously have the law enforcement bodies such as the police, customs, immigration, etc. Then we have victim services, correction services that take care of the prisons, probation, involved in management of those that have been convicted of committing a crime. We have Parliament. Canadian Parliament is the only authorized body in Canada to create criminal offenses. We'll come to that later in later videos. Then we have service providers and social support services such as housing, healthcare, education, employment, and child protection. All of these different stakeholders have specific roles they play within the criminal justice system that have a domino effect. The impact of their operations impact one another. Consequently, or there's a problem somewhere or there's inefficiency somewhere, it has a domino effect. Overall, the system operates as a functional whole to achieve a particular purpose, and that purpose is a just, peaceful, and safe society. Now, what are some of the issues that this system has been known to be struggling with in order to attain effectiveness and efficiency? Some of the issues, according to Statistics Canada, 54% of trials do not take place immediately. 54% of them are adjourned. That's over half of the cases that are supposed to be going into trial being adjourned. Obviously, if trials are not happening immediately, that triggers a need for a bail process because some people have been kept on remand for whatever reason, usually for safety concerns, and what that safety concern might be would be different depending on the case. With the bail process, you find that there are some barriers around people who are able to take advantage of the bail process. For instance, some of the requirements for bail to be granted include sureties, monetary assurances. Usually, sureties end up putting some money down. Consequently, the remand rates are quite high. In fact, 60% of those in custodial adult population in prison are on remand. They have not been sentenced. They haven't been tried. So you have people who have not been tried are more than those that have been sentenced that are in prison. The same applies to the youth population for those aged between 12 and 17. 54% of the custodial population are on remand. Now, while we're on this point, it's useful to keep in mind that there is an overrepresentation of indigenous people in prison, closely followed by the black population. This has been a long-standing issue and is still an ongoing issue. Other issues impacting on effectiveness and efficiency include the reality that most of the crime in the country are occurring in the northern part of the provinces and the territories. The reason provided by Statistics Canada is that these high incidents of crime are due to the remoteness of the location, low educational attainment, high unemployment, and low income accompanied by high level of alcohol abuse. This is also accompanied by high rates of mental health and development disorders. Undoubtedly, all of these issues are impacting on increasing cost of operation. Finally, there's the issue of systemic racism creating conditions for crime and contributing to not fully rehabilitating offenders. Bearing in mind the overrepresentation issue considered earlier, clearly systemic problems demand systemic thinking. These are some of the issues we will be unpacking as part of this project. Meanwhile, thank you. See you in the next video.